For the calculation for costing of DC, we have pack DC and trade DC. But for our question, we are using trade DC, so we will use right hand side calculation today. But for the left hand side, we will just use for reference. So for the total cost, we will need to use the number of trays. The factor depends on the number of trays. The factor depends on type of trays. Factor depends on the column diameter in feet and the base cost. So first we will calculate the base cost, which we will use this equation where we will insert the inner diameter and it will auto-calculate the base cost. So the inner diameter we will get from the sizing part, which is here, in feet, and the length of the DC is equal to the height of the DC. So we also get from the sizing part, which is here in feet. And this length is used for the further calculation, and I just insert it here for easy calculation. And step 2, we'll need to find the number of trays, and the factor depends on the number of trays, which the number of trays we also can get from sizing part, which is here. And since the number of trays is more than 20, so the factors is equal to 1. This is a fixed value when it is more than 20. And next step, we will have to find the type of trays, which we have bubble cap, so the factor is 1.87. Next, we will find the factors of the material, which our DC is using 316 stainless steel, and the given formula is this. So we also insert the diameter from the beginning, and the auto calculation will calculate the factors, which is this. And next, we will use to calculate the added cost, which is CPL. Since our case is in tower, so we will use this equation, which we insert the diameter, inner diameter, and the length, and we will get the CPL. Next, we find the purchase cost of the vertical tower, which we will need to use the equation of this. But for the value of weight, we need to sum up the weight of the vessel and weight of the plates, which we can get from the mechanical design here. And this is the weight of vessel and the weight of plate. And after I sum it up, and you can insert into this equation to get this value for vertical vessel in our case. And step 7, we will have the materials of construction factors, which our DC is using stainless steel 316, so our FM is equal to 2.1. After this, we need to calculate the purchase cost, which we will need to use the factor of materials, construction, and the CV, and also the added cost CPL here. So using this equation, we can get the purchase cost is equal to this value. And step 9, the value of CT, we need to use the general equation. After we all insert these values, we can get this value. And the last step, we need to calculate the total purchase cost of the trade DC. So as we know, the index, CE index of 567 is given by the reference for packing DC. So we need to upgrade it to CE index of 600 for just the towers in our case. So we need to multiply with the 600 over 567 to get the actual value of CT, and also the CP we also need to multiply too. So the total purchase cost of the DC, we need to sum up the actual value of CT and the actual value of CP to get the value, the purchase cost. Thank you.